What is going on, YouTube? AJ here, doing another Let's Play Final Fantasy XI Online Retail Bahamut server. Another, I guess, good part of doing all those ambuscades that I said I did is especially my dark and light crystals. I stored up a ton of those. Wind and lightning as well. I only had 2 home points and sky unlocked, so I was just bouncing between those two. Maybe we'll do an ambuscade to start this one off. I didn't record an episode for like 4 days, 5 days, and now I get 2 in a day. It is it is 8:30 p.m. on a Tuesday, and I just got up at work. So I worked from 8 a.m. to 8:30. Long day. Long day. Yeah, we would like to get that. We'll do one ambuscade and then maybe go back to Wings of the Goddess. Because we'd like to at least get... So I think the plan is... That guy's got some cool armor. I don't know about the bunny hat, but the armor itself is pretty damn cool. Look at that. Spiky. We'd like to get the Ianmo Corazza to plus 2. That is the goal, and then maybe start saving up for the final Nageling upgrade. But again, we need the pulse weapon, so that's not gonna happen so fast. But and this setup, we're still getting some accidental light skill chains, but I find it's still kind of the most, for me, it's the fastest. I haven't tried like a ton of different setups, but this one is like a 4-minute setup about. I would like a shell, please. Thank you. All right. Yeah, and the worst part is on those accidental light skill chains, they're huge too. They're like, well, how much did my Savage Blade 6291? Yeah, it's about what I'm seeing now. I would definitely want to try to see if that 10% damage from that Machera would be a big difference. And would like to complete that thing at one point. It's just such a lot of work. It's just such a lot of work, and it's work that I'm... Like, I don't... What was that, Savage? Oh, it erased my Berserk. Darn it. It's a lot of work, and it's not something I feel like would be... Like, people would be clamoring to say, hey, I want to watch you spend 2.5 hours getting the killing blow on Plantoids, please. So, something to do in my spare time. I don't think we had any light skill chains. That's an improvement. Alright, about 4 minutes. $12.50. I think I need, what, 8? So 1,600 I need? I think I need 1,600. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get going here. No. How about Sandoria Northern entrance? Yes, please. All right. Generalist. I think we can't... I was reading the guide earlier. I don't think we can get the cutscene. We need to get the cutscene through entering, not through... Not through the survival guide. So, should be able to flag this quest. The mission, I mean. Wings of the Goddess. Yeah, so far it's pretty cool. I forgot, I know I've done the earlier quests, but I definitely didn't remember them. So. So I don't know what... Oh, I always do that too. I know I haven't come to East Rom past in like a whole lot, but yeah, I remember the parties here. Everybody wanted to party in East Rom. So where are we at in our missions? We just started Wings of the Goddess. Yeah. We just basically started that. Ottergon. Okay, we have to finish up Promi Vassal. I think we did, but we probably have to get a cutscene afterwards or something. So, not halfway through, but getting there on COP. I'm basically done with Zillart. I think rank, 6 on Nation quests, which we should probably finish those up too. We could probably finish those up in, 2 episodes, I would assume. So maybe we do Wings of the Goddess tonight, and then tomorrow, or the next day, whenever we record again, we do a Nation to 10. Bastock to 10. Still torn on, I think last episode I was like, I think I'm going to do Paladin next, and then I was like, no, I'm going to do Red Mage next. I don't know what I'm going to do. Here's my cutscene. Well, you're certainly looking quite hapless, adventurer. Have you not have your wits about you? What's all the commotion, you ask? Well, everyone is on their way to see Troop Mayakov's performance. Of course, my comrades have been scrambling about relentlessly for some time now, trying to procure tickets. Surely you are familiar with Troop Mayakov, yes? What? I cannot even begin to imagine the enormity of the rock under which you must have been hiding. Why they are one of the most popular dancing troops in Vanadiel right now, rivaled perhaps by only Troop Brilioth. Though from a stylistic and technical point of view, I am of the personal opinion that Troop Mayakov is considerably more advanced. Of course, it certainly doesn't hurt that they have amassed some of the most adorable dancers I've ever seen. In fact, a show is about to start over at the old tavern in Lion Square. The troop leader has decided to grace Sandoria with a performance by popular demand. Such a chance to see performers of that caliber up close doesn't present itself very often. Everyone sure is up in a frenzy over it. All right. Well, if you have time for yourself, I would highly recommend you pay a visit, although I offer no guarantee you'll be able to get your hands on a ticket. Stumbled through that one. What I wouldn't give to not be on guard duty. Sigh. I know the feeling, buddy. I know the feeling. Okay. Let me in. Mr. Mayakov, let me be the first to thank all of you for taking the time to speak with us here today. We know that you're a busy man. Now please, sir, if you would, share with us what you consider to be the highlight of your latest show. It would be my pleasure. Oh, I'm not going to do that. As I'm sure you know by now, my troop, Mayakov, only incorporates the most beautiful and dazzling of elements in the dance. However, it has come to my attention as of late that we have reached the absolute pinnacle of, I have no idea what he's trying to say there, visible aesthetic beauty. Well, that's And though one reason I have come here today is to make it known that some time ago I made our troop philosophy to seek out the new and challenge to be the vanguard of our art. And guided by that philosophy, I have discovered a new theme for our dance, a new realm to throw ourselves into, a new modus operandi by which to move and bring delight to our audience. Dreameth. Through our dance and our art, we hope to bring dreams, I guess, to everyone in their troubled times. That is the most intriguing concept, Mr. Myakov, and may I say, a theme most befitting of a dance troupe as beautiful and as glamorous as Troupe Myakov. The majestic drawing of the curtain, a dazzling sign of the spotlight, and then an unparalleled beauty and grace of my dancing angels. It's going to be hard to translate here. A flying of the sweat off the Pantheon driven brows. The hypnotic clicking of the heels on the hard polished wood stage. I promise to send our audience home with an evening of rapture they will not soon forget. This is like really hard to translate here. Bravo, bravo. But Mr. Myakov, what is your response then to the pundits who claim the current state of affairs is not particularly conducive to the continuation of extravagant arts such as dance? Utter nonsense. I don't care if it's coming from the Shadow Lord himself, or any other person for that matter. I don't care if it's in front of the royal throne or before the very gates of hell. Troupe Myakov will continue to dance no matter what the circumstance. Spoken like a true artist. And now we kill him. What is this person doing here? Gindaf, come. How dare you explain this spectator getting the path of security? The show has yet to begin. I apologize, Mr. Myakov, sir. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I'm afraid we are still undergoing pre-show preparations. I'll have to thank you to leave for the time being, but be sure to come back later with your ticket. Wait a moment there. Do you even have a ticket? No, I don't. Surely you're joking. What kind of sideshow attraction do you take Troupe Myakov for? Tickets to our performance have been sold out for weeks. Even the platinum ticket, going for hundreds of thousands of gil, sold out in a blink of an eye. Unfortunately, without a ticket, you simply cannot get into the show. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to chalk it up to lack of luck this time. See to it our guest finds her way out, Gindaf. Come on, when's the show gonna start? I can't wait. I've been looking forward to this for weeks. And now that it's so close, I can barely contain myself. How much longer will it be? Unfortunately, our rehearsals have run a bit longer than initially expected. The troupe asks that you remain patient for just a bit longer and offers its sincerest apologies for any inconveniences. Well, this doesn't look promising. I have to get going soon. You scoundrel. What are you doing here? So this is what was so important you had to leave the shop? What is this? What's going on here? Nothing, it's just there's this. What's that you have here? A ticket? Troupe Myakov? No, I have no idea what that is. I didn't do anything. I admit nothing. I gotta start using I admit nothing in my My daily lexicon, I guess. I knew you were up to something, acting all shady like you were. And look at you now, skipping work and leaving the shop unintended to come to a place like this? Well, if you don't get back to work, there'll be no dinner tonight, or any other night for that matter. But I like dinner. I like dinner too. Oh boy, that's funny. That is funny. So, the way they're making it sound here, like that all the men are in, like they're frothing, it sounds like this is like a strip club or something. We shall see. Okay. So I think we have to go to Upper Juneau. See if my memory serves me right. I read this all this afternoon. Okay. Up and away. Jeez. Whoever did the translation for that guy with a lisp, that's got to be... Whew. I mean, translating is hard enough. I couldn't imagine writing it. But yeah, sorry. Sorry if you... I don't do voices or accents or lisps. Sometimes I'll have a little inflection in different people's voices, but whenever I try to do an accent, it always comes out as like a really bad British or Australian, like a combination of like the two. Even if I'm trying to be like oh, here's my Russian accent, here's my Chilean accent, it just comes out as British. Either that or pirate. It tends to always like devolve into pirate. And I'll probably say yarg once or twice. Alright. I guess I'm looking for an old yeah, you're an old person. Hey, are you the pervert? That got yelled at by your elven wife, I guess? I should have been paying attention to the name. You a fan of the dance as well, then? I'm part of this troupe. What are you talking about? Don't get me wrong, the dance shows that are put on nowadays are all well and good, but they're nothing compared to the shows of old, back in the day when dance was in its prime. You ever heard of Troupe Mayakov? They were one of the more popular dance troupes making the rounds about the time of the Crystal War. They had a young girl amongst them, absolutely beautiful thing. The Moonshade Butterfly, they called her. They're still talking in Sandoria today about the solo performances she gave in Lion Square all those years ago. I was lucky enough to get a hold of a ticket for that show, got all the way to the tavern before my wife managed to track me down and drag me back home. That's the one regret that'll stay with me for the rest of my days. Even now, I still carry the ticket with me, just as a reminder of how close I once came to seeing perfection on stage. See, have a look. It's gotten quite beaten up over the years. As can be expected, I don't suppose there's much use in hanging on to it, though, anymore. Huh? You actually want this old thing? You sure? Fine with me, I guess. It's nothing more than a scrap of paper at this point. You adventurers sure are a weird lot. Here we are. Yes, we are. What was that? Okay. Yep, Turlo. I like dinner. What did he say that I liked? I admit nothing. I'll have to write that down. I admit nothing. I'm very happy that we got the Kaja sword. It took a while. It wasn't hard. It was just a lot of time sink. Guess that's MMOs, though. But definitely want to try out. And the reason I'm not, I guess one of the reasons is that I'm okay with, I am very okay with, spending a lot of time for the Kaja sword. I mean, like, just the sheer amount of jobs that could use it. Specifically, like Red Mage, Paladin, Blue Core. I even saw, I don't know if it's super like recommended or anything, but I saw a rune fencer dual wielding swords, and one of them was, I think, the Nageling. So maybe it is okay for rune fencer as well. I don't know. But yeah, specifically Paladin, Blue, Red Mage, and Corsair. I might do Corsair. Who knows? What's funny is when the dogs are in separate rooms, like one of them will hear the other dog and bark. And then the other one will bark back, and they'll just bark back and forth. Rottweiler's getting big. It's almost as tall as the 3-year-old Pitbull Hound mix. I think she's just about 4 months? 3.5 months? Getting big. Alright, here we go. Get to watch some dancing. Pole lap, perhaps? You again. Quite persistent one, aren't you? Some people never learn, I suppose. You brought a ticket with you this time? Let's have a look at it then. What the... Ew, it looks like it's been through hell and back. Do I even want to know what happened to that ticket? It's filthy. Is this thing even real? To be sure, it bears the seal of Melusine, our official logo. Everything seems to be in order. I'm sorry, I can't allow it. That you would have come up with a ticket so quickly and in such condition is most... suspicious? I think that's what that says. We've had enough trouble with people trying to get in with fake tickets already. Oh, Sir Ragalith of the Knights of the Iron Crest Hawk. It is most profound honor for Troop Mayakov to be blessed with your custom. We have been eagerly awaiting your arrival, sir, and the finest seat in the house has been prepared for your viewing pleasure and comfort. I am most pleased to hear that. What is this? Is there some trouble? No, sir, not at all. Simply another fan trying to gain entry with a fake ticket. You needn't worry yourself. We have the matter well under control. I even have a mind to order them all rounded up and thrown into Ronfoir for their deceit. I could take on 2 Galka. Come on now. I'm afraid I can't stand idly by and let you treat my friend in such a manner. Sir, your friend? Sir. That's correct. Isn't that right? So please, some leniency, I beg of you. My profuse apologies, Sir Ragalith. I intended no disrespect. Indeed, a friend of our great and noble guest, Sir Ragalith, shall be more than welcomed by Troop Mayakov. Forgive my impertinence. Troop Myakov is honored by your patronage. The performance will begin momentarily. Please hurry to your seats. Oof. This is good for I think this is good for my brain. Like, it's stimulation. Man, that must have been hell to translate. I mean, you're already translating from Japanese to English, and then taking all the S's out. And I guess you could just probably write a code for that. Back then, do you think there was coding for that back then, where they could just, every time you see an S, put a TH? Well, that was a close call, wouldn't you say? Artists. Haha, the troop leader is by no means a bad fellow, but he certainly can be stubborn and selfish one. You caught my eye by the door there, adventurer. You have an air of regality about you. You are a knight of the kingdom, yes? Ah, serving under Grand Knight Rongulatz in the Knights of the Iron Ram, are you? I've heard the recent addition to his ranks was turning out to be an exemplary recruit. No doubt it was you this rumor was in reference to. I needn't tell you, then, of the horrors of this great war. The ranks of the Beastmen Confederates stretch in all directions with no end in sight. We, in the service of the Allied forces, rarely have a free moment to enjoy the very freedoms we fight for, which is why it is so essential that we make the most of our time away from duty, to forget the troubles and worries that this war has thrust upon us, and enjoy what little time we have with our friends and loved ones. That is why I spoke on your behalf. Who am I? Oh well, that's neither here nor there. Consider me no more than a fellow soldier. This guy's got, at least this guy's dialogue I could read and be like, okay, that makes sense. But let us speak now of what brings us here. The critics are touting Troop Myakov's performance as the show to see, and I can attest firsthand the quality of the dancers. Come, let us enjoy the evening. I love the anticipation of a good show. It begins. Greetings to all, and a heartfelt thank you on behalf of the troop for gracing us with your presence tonight. And without further delay, on to the evening's presentation. Come now and behold a fair dance, to be moved to dream, in deep waking trance. Pauper, sage, even nobleman knows, all are welcomed with warmth by Troop Myakov. Old hag, young beauty, even the sweet child knows. All are embraced with love by Troop Myakov. Sever ties, fettered fool, and make merry this night. Come now, honored guest, and forget all of this night. For the dark, still young, swallowed the sun, what once shone, and time to revel in this night, and now alone. Let the show begin. So what do you think of Troop Myakov? Simply amazing, aren't they? I'm a dancer. Have you seen my dancing? It's easy to see how they have come to be known as the pixies of the battlefield. I've never seen such grace and beauty of movement, and seemingly effortless. Which dancer you find to be the most entertaining? Well, I guess I have to say the one in the middle, don't I? I think that's a rule. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment you have been waiting for, a solo performance by the star of Troop Myakov, the Moonshade Butterfly, Lila Set. Caught your attention, has she? That's Lilith. She is said to be a real mystery, that one. Not too much is known about her. She has only just recently joined the troop, but apparently she was able to pass their stringent screening on the first go. No easy feat, that. Troop Myakov is notoriously strict in their recruitment practices. An absolute natural. See how she captivates the audience the instant she sets foot on the stage? Such a gifted child. And Nobody knows how or why. She doesn't speak about her age or where she's been, where she's from. All anyone knows is that her father is an elven and her mother a Yume. Other than that, she's a complete mystery. That's probably, is that the first, like, crossing between races in this game? I don't remember anything before that. No doubt the Aura of Mystery has helped propel her to such stardom so quickly. If there's one thing people love, it's the effect of the exotic. We love the unknown. That's why they call it strange. And so, the fluttering of the butterfly's flight draws to a close. Did you find yourself traipsing the night winds with her, guided by the light of the moon? And now she's going to rob us? What's going on here? And how will your experience this evening change you, ladies and gentlemen? Was the seed of a dream planted tonight that will bloom, or simply fade away? Like, is she going to do something with these knives, or... Okay, good. Oh, she tried to kill me. Sir Ragalice. There you are, sir. We've been searching all over for you. The Order is most distressed, sir. For the commanding officer of the Knights of the Ironcrest Hawk to be wandering about in the open is most uncouth. Haha, you'd rather I remain in my quarters? The overprotected maiden in her tower, yes? But it is regulation, sir. Surely this is no laughing matter. Yes, very well. I only jest. I gave our hawks quite the scare, did I? Yes, sir. All of our knights have assembled on the parade ground awaiting some news. Then I shall go set their minds at ease at once. By your leave, Mr. Mayakov. On behalf of my entire troop, sir, good night to you. What is it? I'm playing the bongos. If you'll excuse me, I have some minor business I must see to. I'm sure that our paths will cross again. We are on the same side, after all. Farewell for now. How fare things in Laval? Sir, according to intelligence reports from the latest courier, ranks are currently regrouping at that location. The Knights of the Matter Falcon report to be rebuilding the defenses and barricading strategic points. The resistance, however, continues in waves. A considerable portion of the local populace has already been abducted by the Beastmen, sir. We haven't a moment to lose. The time to act is at hand. Agreed. The position cannot be lost. Deploy immediately. Sir, there is another problem to consider. What is it? Sir, we too are preoccupied here at the capital with the rebuilding and fortifications and rallying of the troops. In anticipation of your orders, we attempted to garner what forces we could to send into the field, but I'm afraid such a force would be significantly lacking in its capabilities to reinforce the location, sir. You needn't worry yourself about that. I had considered our lack of manpower and took the liberty of scouting a formidable ally to our cause. Formidable ally, sir? I had heard the kingdom was low on infantry, but I hadn't imagined the situation was this dire. Ah, there you are, Mr. Myakov. Your assistance is most welcome. What you see is quite remarkable in its own right, considering the blow which we suffered at the Battle of Lathine. Sir Ragulis, if I may inquire to who our guest is. Of course, this is the leader of the prestigious troop of Myakov. He's agreed to lend us the strength of his dancers in our desperate hour. Troop Myakov, the dancers, sir? Don't be mistaken, knight. These dancers may hide themselves away in obscurity in these traveling troops, but they shall play a key role in the battlefields in our opposition to this damnable beastman confederate. But surely, the majority of Troop Mayakov's members are orphans who were brought up at the convent in Laval. Believe me when I tell you there are none more disheartened than we by the current state of affairs there. We may not be the imposing fighting force that you were hoping for, but we will do everything in our power to protect our homeland. Portia. The lovely lady you see before you is not only one of our most talented performers, but also our most accomplished battle dancer. No doubt Portia here will prove an invaluable addition to your cause. Are you sure you're up to the task, my lady? By your will, my lord. Should it please you, Sir Ragulis, I would willingly follow you to the very ends of Vanadiel. What about the other one? The cute one. Lillicette, I think her name was. Can she come along as well? Jeez, you're saying that in front of this poor girl. Oh, thanks for risking your life here, but can we also have the cute one? Lillicette is still but a mere child. Only recently has joined our troop, and I have no intention of endangering her life. All right, we'll take the ugly one then. It is settled then. We depart at once. Knights, bid farewell to your ladies. Farewell, sir? Don't be so easily shaken, boys. It's only a figure of speech. Tell them not, but you love them, and shall hold them in your arms again before many nights pass. Dismissed. Okay. Jeez, yeah, that Elvin was rude. Okay, I think that was a mission itself, right? Okay. I think it told me to zone, so let's try zoning and see if that gets us to the next mission. I shall brave the wilds, good sir. I knew a kid that ran like that as a when we were younger. He would run with his arms like pinned to his side. Kind of freaked me out. Well, well, do my feline eyes deceive me, playing tricks, or is this destructive? It has been some time. I was certainly not expecting to run into you in a place like this. How have you been since we last met? Surprised are you to find that I know your name? Your moniker? Heh. Never underestimate this most regal of felines. There's little I do not know. Almost know it all. For example, if I may. The mischievous deeds with the noble souls of Sandoria. I see it all. Have seen it all. I wonder, by the way, if you remembered what I asked of you last time we met. A favor I asked. The tears of this world, a tidal wave, we said. I ask you, kind destructive, if you would not make efforts to reduce said tears, dry some eyes. You see, no doubt, the flames of this war, spreading here and there, engulfing all things. There is no time to lose, not a single second. And so you have come, and the dances you have seen, carried away in the act, perhaps. Are you a bit troubled, a tad lost? Perhaps I should have seen to things a bit more thoroughly, more completely. Perhaps I could be, if I could only more. Are you fully grasping what's transpiring around you? The power you have, the power to traipse time, to span the ages. How can you use this? What will you do? Obviously, I'll get tickets to the dance. That's important stuff. This battle, that fight, this war, that skirmish. So seemingly large in scale, yet all pale in comparison to your grand considerations. Oh my god, there. Getting ready to kill a cat. What's that? That's what? We've captured it. What is this you do? For why am I caught? We've captured it, Lillicet. What? What's this? It looks like we've got an extra fish in the net. And a weird one at that. Ha ha ha. All the same, nothing but another underling of the cat we're after anyway. I knew I wasn't wrong. It's just as I thought. And so you have at last. Your manners before me, cat. Oh, mind your manners before me, cat. How dare you? The nerve. I am no mere cat. Come no closer. Keep those filthy hands away. Dirty, dirty hands. Do you even groom yourself? Even keep clean? Such a naive young girl. In another 10 years, perhaps, might you be worthy of this indignant act against me. Absolutely criminal. 10, huh? Perhaps another 100 years you would find yourself in a position to command me, cat. Why, you... Ouch. Ow, it bit me. Such an annoying distraction. Distracting annoyance. Destructive, remember our little chat. Shouldn't be forgot. Wait. No, we almost had it. Lisette, maybe we should just forget about the cat. Isn't this getting a little obsessive? What? Hold your tongue. You don't know what you're talking about. This is not just a cat. It's a form taken on by our enemy, come here from years in the future. Yeah, we've been meaning to talk to you about that. Doesn't it sound a bit, well, ridiculous? A beastman turned into a cat from the future? Is that what this is all about? It's true. If we catch it again, I'll prove it to you. Don't you see? The world is in grave danger. We must stop her. Alright, easy now. What are we gonna do with this one? She's in cahoots with the cat, right? What are you looking at? Never seen a Yoon with long ears before? Just who are you exactly? Speak up. You look like a nice enough person, but what are you doing running around with that cat? Let's hear it. There must be some kind of story. Just as bad as if you ask me. There's a lot of questions that I like to ask, but for now I'm going to have to insist you come with me. Come now. It won't be all that terrible. Uh-oh. Looks like Lilith has got it out for you. You better not cross her for your own safety. She may look like nothing more than a cute face. That is, after all, how she came to be the most popular member of Troop Mayakov. But there's certainly a great deal more of them to the Moonshade butterfly than meets the eye. More like the Moonshade Wolverine. She's a hard-nosed little scrapper when she needs to be. Toughest in the troop, I'd venture. I've lost count of how many eligible young bachelors have tried to win her hand, but she refuses any suitor who dares to show even the slightest interest. Why are they just talking about her like this? She's right there. Oh, I've seen what happened to a few of those. Putting on their smoothest moves only to get Lily even angrier. I've seen a few broken noses and dislocated jaws. Shame. Such fine-looking young lads, too. I'm not into looks. I just hate stupid, weak men, that's all. What's wrong with that? Wait a minute. Why are we even talking about this? Yeah, that's a good question. Never mind. I'll take care of things from here. Troop dismissed. That was a little bit weird. She's like Wolverine. If the cat scratched her face like 5 times, I don't see any of them. Ahem. Well, we seem to have strayed a bit off topic there, but let me get back to the important topic at hand. Who are you and what is your relationship to that confounded feline? Cavernous maws? So that's the name of they have been given, and you claim you were sucked into one? Then it is just as I suspected. That cat is pulling all the strings here. You think I'm reacting strangely? You're probably just going to laugh my story off as idiotic rantings and not believe a word of it, right? Just like the others. Do as you see fit. It doesn't matter to me. I... Gasp. That's... The coarser chocobos will carry us to Laval. Forget not your steeds' water and rations, and double-check your saddles. We ride. We raid. We must reach the village while our brothers in Order of the Matter Falcon are still holding out. Open war is upon us. Whether we risk it or not, make haste. Portia, what are you doing? Laval is under grave siege by the orcs. We are running to aid it with the Knights of the Iron Crest Hawk. But you must not go to Laval. It's far too dangerous. I don't know what will happen. This isn't the way things are supposed to happen, not like this. All I know is that something is terribly wrong if the orcs are attacking Laval at this point of the war. There you go again, Lilith. Always one for the crazy talk. Hush now, child. The time for words has passed. I certainly don't doubt that you are a clever girl, and I must admit your predictions are most often accurate than not. But the lives of innocent people are at stake now. We must go to their aid. You shall learn in time. Life does not always go according to plan. No, you don't understand. It's not a plan. I know for a fact. You needn't worry about me. I've had my fair share of military training. This will not be the first time facing an enemy in combat, nor my last, I should think. And there's always gallant Sir Ragalis at my side to protect me. What are you doing playing around in a place like this? Get back to the rehearsal hall and continue with your training. But Mr. Mayakov... Go on, head back now. We'll return just as soon as we make sure the village is safe. The two of us will be shopping again in no time, I promise. Portia. Oh, I thought I saw an empty Chocobo. You there. I'm just going to ask you outright. You've come from the future, haven't you? Never mind, you need an answer, but surely by now you've sensed something is a bit off. Laval will eventually fall under the permanent control of the orcs. They will rename it. You know it as Devoy. But that is not supposed to be happening now. By the way, what do you call yourself? Pete. Oh, Destructive, a good name. Well, Destructive, have you begun to grasp everything that's going on yet? If so, then I beseech you to help me. I cannot even begin to imagine what events will come to pass. I fear the worst for Portia and the others. I too must head to Laval. Alright. Alright. Just under an hour. I think we were just over an hour on that first recording we made today, so it'll balance out. Thanks for watching. Not much chatting. We did some chatting earlier in the day, but a lot of reading. So, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed making it. Until next time, take it easy, folks. Thanks. Bye.